Good morning. Good morning, guys. It's day 91. I've been kind of in bed because I worked on Friday night. So I stayed up for a while on Saturday. Then I took a nap and woke up. Then I went back to sleep. I've been taking augmentin for the kratom, so I don't have any cravings, even though I only take it 3 times a week, but I want to stop taking it, period. So far, I haven't drank it in 2 days. Friday was my last time. Today's Sunday, makes the second day. And supposedly the augmentin takes cravings away. And it's really for people who work out, bodybuilders and stuff like that. Well, it tells you in the directions. It's a supplement, but it's also for weightlifters. For regular supplement, you take 1 scoop. For weightlifters, they take between 3 to 4. You could take a scoop 3 times a day if you want, depending, I guess, on how you feel. It's supposed to give you a boost of energy, but I guess I would only feel that big time energy if I was a person who works in the gym. Is supposed to get you going and more energy, more. So these bodybuilders swear by it, but it's also used for people who. I saw a video on the inventor of augmentin and how it also helps the opiate part of it too. For people who are on opiates, the inventor found out, or whatever, some way that it does help people who are on opiates break their habits little by little by taking less. Supposedly, if you take a whole Xanax, you could cut it in half and put the augmentin, half of the augmentin and half of the Xanax, I say, together. It supposedly potentiates it. It makes it feel like you're drinking a whole Xanax, but meanwhile, you're really not, and you're slowly cutting yourself off of it, which that sounds great. Some people swear by it. I don't know. I didn't try it to break a habit because I didn't use it to withdraw from the Suboxone because I didn't do it that way. To me, that's like a taper. I didn't do it that way. For a kratom, people use it as a taper because the more they use it, I guess, the less cravings they have, and they are able to cut down on their intake of kratom little by little till they reach the point of no kratom at all. And supposedly it helps them with their withdrawals during the time as they're cutting down. I don't know how that happens, but it does. And I've been reading that it has been helping people with that, making their withdrawals more smoothly. I don't know. It's crazy. So I'm trying it, and so far, it's not something you feel because I've only been on it for 3 days, and I take maybe 2 scoops a day, depending on how I feel. Especially when I drink the kratom after 3 days, is a feeling that I get, like some heat, like a heat flash of heat. That makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So therefore, I said I'm going to buy this stuff and see if it, if it's that the kratom is, even though it's 3 days a week, you most likely still probably can get a dependence on it. But I also got to remember I've been using it since the beginning of January, which didn't go well for me for the first week. But I started then. So Maybe I did catch a chippy. I don't know. But I'm able to do it 3 times a week, and the rest of the days I don't take it. So then I said, you know what? I'm just going to do this and try to just stop the kratom altogether. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also hoping that it gives me the energy that it says it does. And so far, it's been 3 days. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel, but it kind of did take the kratom cravings away. Like, usually I want a cup, but I'm kind of strong. When I say no, it's no. But it depends how I feel. So if I feel really shitty, I'm going to take it. But for the last 2 days, I haven't been feeling that shitty enough to take it. Even though I say I only take it 3 times a day. And really, this is my time where I'm not supposed to take it. Or I take the days off. But it's been okay because I'm not having the craving of it. And that's exactly what I wanted. So, like I said, I'm going to take it for 5 days. So this is the second day. But I always go 3 days and then, or 3 to 4 days, and then I do it, you know. But like I said, I'm trying to stop doing it so I can stop delaying the process of the pause. As far as the pause is concerned, for the last 2 days, I haven't really had it. Don't feel that bad. I ain't gonna say I'm not motivated, but I'm not feeling that bad. Just normal. No, I'm not depressed or anything. So, and as far as my stomach is going down, the vitamins are coming out. And for the last 2 days, like I woke up yesterday with my stomach a little bit on fire, but not as bad as it was. So I guess I've been off the vitamins since Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. It's really going on 5 days. So the stomach issue is getting better. Much better. But like I said, sometimes you feel okay and sometimes you just fucking don't, you know. I'll get 3 or 4 days in where the pores don't bother me. But like I said, it was going good for 6 days until the stomach exploded. That's when I told you guys, I think that's when the vitamin C was like, it was enough. My body was really rejecting it and it was giving me signs of it. Diarrhea, stomach cramps, nausea. I was having it, so. And that's when my sister said, you need to stop taking it because it's causing you a stomach issue. And it also says it causes gastrointestinal. I have acid reflux, not bad. I have medicine for it, but only as needed. But I've been taking it more than usual because of the vitamin C. I didn't know that it was harming me that much, so it was causing me real bad stomach issues. And the vitamin C to me is like was too acidy. But I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So I stopped it. I had felt a little bit of it this morning. Not bad when I woke up. Just a little bothersome, but not like really to the point where it would have me really upset so far. So I'm still not out of the woods, but I don't feel bad. Let's say out of 100%, maybe 75%. I just took my B12s. Last night I did take my regular medication because I also have to remember I have to take that too. And I took my Centrum because I wanted to give my body time to heal. I should have not use it at all, but I have medication that I'm supposed to use. So, and what I'm going to do is take it every other day so my stomach could heal a little bit, not to keep putting so much in there, give my body time to heal, my stomach to heal up a little bit. Whereas to when I do start back up, my body will be able to handle it because I put so much shit in it. So, but I am taking the augmentin and I think it is working. Or maybe in my mind I want it to work. But so far, I have no cravings for the kratom, which is okay. And usually the kratom gives me an after effect. So I think it's the alkaloid in it. I do be feeling it after I drink it. Like the next day I feel it in my stomach. So I do think that augmentin is working. Because to me, like they say, kratom is an opiate, but it doesn't attach to your receptor. Whatever it is, it's in you, and with some of the stories I've been reading of long time users, 15 years, 4 or 5 years, they really get addicted to the point where it becomes a physical issue. And some of them describe the withdrawal as like an opiate, like really bad physical, restless legs, they can't sleep. That sounds like a serious withdrawal. And I really thought this plant wouldn't do that to you, but long-time use of it can. Like when I first started it, they said only use it to withdraw. After that, you stop. But I did enjoy the thing. After that, I started having fatigue. So they advised me to start taking the white strains, the one for energy. All fine and good. That was working for me. But, if you drink too much of the same strain, then it won't work for you. So then you're back to square one. There's still no energy. So you gotta kind of have to take breaks in between. But to me, it's kind of like delaying it, the process of the pause. So I really want to see if I can just stop the kratom, period. I do like to enjoy a cup here and there, but when I'm going through this, I just want to stop it for a while. I just really do want to stop it for a while because I still feel that even though it's 91 days, I still feel, maybe it's just me, that the opiate is still lurking in my body. That's crazy. But I think it's in my bones. But with the kratom, some of the withdrawals are body aches. And sometimes when I do the 3 days, and I'm on the second day, when the next day comes, I do feel like body aches, like the next morning. I'll be like, why I feel like my bones and body's hurting. I shouldn't be feeling that way. So I was like, maybe it's the kratom. Because the girl said it's not addictive, it becomes a dependency. And some of them say it's like caffeine withdrawal. I don't know what that is. And I'm a heavy caffeine drinker, and I'm not going to stop. I will reduce my intake, but I won't stop. I can't keep going through fucking different types of withdrawals. I need to concentrate on this one here, which is the biggie one, which is the Suboxone one, especially with the paws. Right now I feel normal, but like I said, sometimes feeling normal for me is just not enough. It's weird because for 3.5 years, almost 4, I've been on Suboxone. So I don't care what anybody says. Suboxone does. Check underneath the cabinet where all the dog food and stuff is, or underneath it. Oh, okay. It's gotta be there. And I just like my stomach was bothering me this morning a little bit. So I did take a Zantac, but it hasn't been that bad in 3 days. But I haven't really been a good girl. But I'm giving this augmentin a chance. And every time I read up on it and hear about it, and I ask questions like, I don't think I really got a big dependency on the kratom, but when I do take it, I want to continue taking it. And that's what I don't want, because I want that nice feeling I had 2 days ago. But like, if you keep taking the same strain, it eventually will not work for you. So I asked if it was okay to take, being that I'm not really using it for the kratom. I'm using it for some. I felt like I was still withdrawing from the Suboxone. It's weird, but I still sometimes feel like I'm withdrawing from it. But it's the pause. The pause is what's making me feel that way. Because sometimes I actually feel like at night, like tossing, but not really like restless leg syndrome or anything. But this is when I was taking the vitamin C. I didn't realize that it was really affecting me that way, giving me all those stomach cramps and oh. So now I take the augmentin twice. I'll take it later. Well, the answer to the question was, can I take the augmentin without having to take the kratom? They said you could take it several times a day if you want. You don't have to take the kratom with it. So it's even better for me. So far I haven't had a craving for it. And before I took the augmentin, I was fighting the cravings. But now I don't feel the cravings like that. Like, I'm not fighting it in a psychological way. It's weird. But there's still a lot to be known about augmentin. And I try to learn it from the people that are using it and how they use it and how's it helping them. And they said it's not habit forming, but they said that about kratom too. So, you know, and it does make you gain weight. It's for weightlifters, but it's also, when it was first discovered, when the guy that invented it was a doctor, found out there was ways that it hits the opiate receptors, and learned that it helped people with opiate dependency break their dependency using the augmentin, lessen their intake of the medication to the point where they didn't need it anymore. They was taking less and less. So it must be helping with the withdrawals, because if you're taking less and less of something, the less you take. Say if you're 100 milligrams and you start cutting down 50, your body's going to feel like it's missing something. But according to some people, they don't feel that way. They feel they taking less and not really feeling painful or anything like that. So they use it as a you know, like a withdrawal method type of thing. Yeah, because they had said that some of the people in the kratom had said they use augmentin, and it does really work for withdrawals and stuff like that. And the more they take it, the less, they have their own regimens of how they taper. You got to do it right. Got to make sure you don't taper too fast or too slow. Just enough where your body, will be able to understand what it's going through, so you don't throw your brain off. Because too quick of a taper and your body's not ready. Like if you want 8 scoops, say 10 teaspoons, you don't take 3 away and then take another 3 away the next day. No, you got to give your body time to stay on off for those 3 for a week, and then you take another spoon away, and then 2 weeks later another spoon away, like that. You can't do it quickly because you got to give your brain time enough to catch up on what's going on. If you don't, you will throw it all off, and then you kind of like to have to start over. So you don't want to do it too quickly, too fast. That's why I guess they call it tapering. But at the same time, the withdrawals are not so bad if you do it correctly. If you do it correctly. So far, I feel like a bloated stomach, but not that bad. So, but today makes day 91. The pause is not so bad. I work tonight. This is gonna be something because this will be the first day I'm working without the kratom. But you know me, I'm gonna take the kratom with me anyway. And there's been times I've taken it and not used it because I already used it during the day, but I won't do like a second cup or nothing like that. But I'm taking it just in case, and taking the augmentin, which takes the cravings away. Now I'll be working like without anything, no Suboxone, no nothing, and hopefully the pores don't start acting up. You know, if the pores don't start acting up, it's all good. I'll have a good day. But like I said, it's supposed to be a happy time when you don't feel the pores like that. But you also feel confused because you're like, oh, like you start thinking like, who am I? Where do I go from here? This is too fucking normal. Your body's so used to depending on something to make you feel other than yourself. That's a big fucking change. That's a serious change. And that's why my doctor put me on Celexa for the depression. Because once you detox, you go through all these kind of changes. But I don't want to be on that because I don't want to be dependent on that stuff. It's just bad withdrawal, and some people take years and stuff like that. You know, it's Clonopin and Selexapam, whatever. I don't know. The name alone is scary. I don't want to put that shit in my fucking body. I barely went through hell. I thought I wasn't going to make it. And I tried 4 times to get off the Suboxone. Never made it past 4 days. Never. This was before I knew about the kratom. So once I found out about it, then that's when I took the detox more serious. But believe me, there was times I said I ain't gonna be able to make it. But then I made it. I succeeded at the physical part, but then I didn't know nothing about no pause. And I couldn't understand after 5 weeks, finally all the symptoms stopped. And I was already getting 4, 5, and 6 hours of sleep, 8, so finally it was over. I was happy. A week later, all of a sudden I started feeling funny. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I couldn't understand why my body was feeling funny. I was feeling funny. I was feeling down. An extreme fatigue came over me. Like one day I woke up and I was like feeling like so like weak. I was like, what the hell is going on? When I started reading up on it, I said, what the hell is a pause? It's after the initial withdrawal. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? When I heard that shit takes like a year or 2, I was like, oh, come on. Who wants to feel like that for 2 years? That's the part where people relapse at. It's not so much the physical part because that will end. Some people said they only did it for 7 days. Mine was brutal. It lasted me 5 weeks. I guess because I was on it for so long. I don't know. So, pause is a motherfucker. So let's see if those 6 days were part of the stomach issues I was having, or I was really thought the pause was under control, and then the stomach problems started happening. So I said, let me give myself a week or so, get all of my system cleaned down, see if that's the problem. So far, I feel a lot better. As far as my stomach is concerned, it feels a whole lot better. Since I haven't been taking the vitamin C like I was taking. It has to be because I haven't been waking up for 2 days like real bad stomach cramps. Ugh, that shit was really taking over me. I just wanted to tell you guys, it's day I'm 91. No cravings for kratom, but I usually take days off. But if I manage to pass the 3 days or the fourth day, going to the 5 mark, I'm gonna just leave it alone and just let this pause take its course. You know, if it's gonna be like where I'm gonna have some window periods where I feel good, and then there's gonna be days that I don't feel good, and those are the days that I take the kratom. So I figure, okay, I'll take it 3 days out the week. At least I have some peace. But I need to leave it alone. And that's what I'm going to do for now. Let's see, because it's still early in the game. So I work today, so I'm going to take me a little nap and wake up later, see how I feel. Take another scoop of the augmentin. You know, I plan on doing it for 5 days. They said it's not habit forming. I don't know about that habit forming, because it helps those guys in the gym. They be pumping more and more, but there's got to be something in it that makes you want to pump more and more and more. You know, I don't know what's fucking in it. I don't even say what's in it. It's supposed to be sulfate. It's an acid, a strong acid. So we'll see where it takes me from there. But so far, I feel all right. My stomach is rumbling a little bit. I guess because it's empty or something. I don't know. Because I took the augmentin. It says take it before a meal, so I took it and then drank some coffee with it. And it said it's supposed to potentiate things. I don't know about all that, but potentiate things, but making you think you're taking something totally whole when it's really like a half, and still giving you the same effects. That's weird, right? Well, let's see what happens. Everybody have a good morning, and I'll see you guys later.